All this work is flawless.
What up, man? It's Little Scotty Smack Shea Scott McDonald reporting to you live and direct from the bathroom. We're creating a YouTube channel out of the bathroom, reacting to rap, reacting to a bunch of stuff. But today, I'm doing something completely different. I've never done this before. This is my homie's podcast, man. It's episode 3, the Mitchell Square podcast. And I saw the thumbnail on Instagram, and it had a picture of SOULJA Boy on it. And for you that know me, know that I really... I think SOULJA Boy's a genius, bro. He's a fucking legend. He's done a lot of amazing things in this industry. He's the same age as me, so I've always had a fucking certain amount of respect for him in the certain moves that he has made. Pioneered a lot of things, you know what I mean? So I commented on Mitch's post. I was like, oh, fucking, I even forget what I said. But he goes, yo, there's a huge SOULJA Boy shit in the thing, so... I'm like, yo, man, I'm going to watch this. I didn't tell him yet, but I'm just going to surprise you guys with this video. I'm going to sit here and watch it and give my take on it. I did want to shout out your other homie, Mitch. I haven't met you yet, bro, but salute to you. Shout out to your puffer. I noticed that the other episode. And, yeah, man, shout out to Monster, East Coast Lifestyle, all that good shit, bro. This is Little Scotty Smack Shea Scott McDonald, man, reviewing the Mitchell Square podcast about SOULJA Boy, bro.
You do something like that, you know.
Let's do it.
Yeah, well, that's what I wrote down a point because we always see SOULJA Boy on social media claiming that he basically invented everything. It's actually getting to that point now where he's basically claiming that he invented social media. So what I did some diving, I did some digging and diving this afternoon, and I got a list here of some of the things that make SOULJA Boy extremely innovative when it comes to what he's accomplished for himself in the music industry. Even if he hasn't had a #1 Billboard hit in the past 10 years, he's definitely still managed to keep himself relevant because he blew up when he was 16.
Yeah.
And now I think he just turned 30. So, I mean...
Oh, he did it was 2007, was Crank That, bro. And he's born July 28th, 1990. So, I think I remember Crank That really popped off at the start of the school year. It was in the summer, though. He had dropped it. And, yeah, man, I knew he was already on the road and shit at 16. Like doing not like on the road, but like going and doing like little spot dates and shit.
I mean, pretty impressive. I mean, he's been holding it. I mean, pretty much half of his life he's been, pretty famous. But we break it down. Here's a list I got here.
Shout out to your homie's headphones, bro. Those are like some army headphones, bro.
So he was one of the first artists to utilize social media to generate buzz prior to getting signed by a major label by growing a YouTube following and through SoundClick and MySpace. So when you look back, I mean, and he basically, like, he was probably the first artist to, have a mainstream successful song that wasn't recorded in a, professional studio setting. Like, he kind of, like, that's such a common thing now when you think of, like, someone like maybe Chief Keef, who popped off, who was probably recording in his closet and everything when he made his first few big songs. But SOULJA Boy, yeah, exactly, and they shot the video in there and everything, but I feel like he was definitely one of the first artists when he talks about starting all this social media shit and everything. He's definitely an example of an artist that, right off the bat had success from, music that he was recording at home, because he basically popularized using Fruity Loops. Like, I read something before saying, like, Metro
SOULJA
Boom.
Boy?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not even trying to... I feel like your audio's a little off, bro.
Yeah, like Metro Boomin decided to start using Fruity Loops to produce his music because he saw SOULJA Boy using Fruity Loops. Like,
I remember Fruity Loops, like,
but it
was probably common, like, used commonly by people producing beats and stuff. But I remember playing with it with Alex, actually, Mackey's younger brother that I was friends with growing up, and it was super basic. Like, it really came a long way. Like, when I see Sean, is that what Sean uses? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, it's just all like my music super technical.
Over the past 6-7 years has been recorded on Fruity Loops. But he was like, I read somewhere, like, he did an interview after his debut album came out, and he said that, like, at the time when his album came out that had Crank That on it, that was extremely successful, he was probably one of the first artists to have recorded the whole thing using, like, just digital instruments completely on Fruity Loops. Like, he produced, I believe, like, the whole album and everything. He produced that.
He had, like, I got me some bathing apes. I hope you should pull up the fucking record. She got a dunk. I believe it was that. And Crank That. What else was on that
song? I believe in like 10 minutes. And another thing that he was kind of an innovator with was creating a dance crave to go along with dance
Well,
crave
bro, you can't say that he created. Remember the Macarena, bro?
to go along with the song.
that.
Because now that's like an integral part of a song's mainstream success, and basically the premise of why artists try to blow up on TikTok. They try
Hey,
to release a
Macarena
song
It's
and
a
then
challenge for
Come on, bro.
everything.
Everything.
They're always
that's the
really
original
low effort.
challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
So that's another thing.
It wasn't a challenge though, bro. It was a dance. The Soulja Boy dance original was not a challenge. I wonder when the shit got twisted into a challenge.
I got on this list here when he I'm just trying to get Soulja Boy
I
to
don't know
shout
if
us
you have
out,
this
bro.
on the list, but something I think you may have showed me this. I don't know if it was him saying in an interview or what. But he would.
Oh, the
the
LimeWire
LimeWire
thing?
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that's-
talking to that with
I had
Yeah,
somebody
bro.
else do that to me before. I don't know if you'd remember this, but you remember things a lot better than I do. I can't remember what album I totally didn't illegally download. But somebody some guy named Frosty the Snowman or something like that tucked a song into that album that I had on my phone. And
back in like 2014 kind of thing?
yeah, like long ago. And I
Yeah.
just had this song from some guy, and I didn't realize it wasn't even part of that album. It was just some other dude just stuck his song in
That's
there.
not a bad idea. I mean, especially at the time, it was a pretty. That's
Alright.
probably that's
Well,
that's.
Naming the songs he was naming the songs like 50 Cent into Club, I'm pretty sure. And what was the other name he was using?
LimeWire was
generally
like every-
original thought
you
because
know.
everybody was getting their music illegally off of LimeWire.
It's like, I'm going to help people do that illegally and
Yeah.
just
But
stuff
what-
my shit in there.
But what he was doing probably back in it was like probably I think 2006. He would take about 10 extremely popular songs at the time and he would upload them all. Well, he would upload Crank That onto LimeWire and then he would change. Yeah, he would just upload Crank That, but he would just put like 50
Like,
Cent into Club.
yeah.
And I guess what he did at the beginning of the files he would like just real quick it'd be like souljaboytellhim.com or whatever his website was that had the song and the music video on it. And then people will probably just be like, okay, whatever, I'm downloading this off LimeWire. So random, shout outs of websites and stuff like that is probably expected. But then his song would start playing and probably throw people off. And I feel like at that time too, when that was a little bit before the popularity of Facebook and everything. People probably just generally had a little bit more of an attention span. Because if we get thrown a random song that we've never heard before when we're looking for something else right now, we'll probably be like, fuck this, and just go ahead and listen to what we were expecting to listen to. But,
Yeah, bro.
I forget what I was saying. 'Cause somebody
That's all good, bro.
Threw me off there.
Me
but-
too.
Bro, like, that's
But,
see that, bro, right there? How you're like completely through. Tell the story, bro.
What's happening? Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Tell the story,
Um,
bro.
Derek in the
But
building.
yeah, no, that is just
Um,
kind of smart for that time because it was like that was
Well, he tricked people into listening to his music,
Yeah.
and essentially at that time, definitely like people were getting signed to major labels most likely and getting worked on to get to the point when then they could be shopped out to radio and have their physical CD inside of stores. There was just much
But he
less
was
of a
doing the
variety.
work. He was doing the work. Soulja Boy had already like pretty much had his image and shit. Like he wasn't a developed artist, but he was a developed artist. Like he was like it wasn't that he was a developed artist, but he already had his own thing going. And he didn't need like it was like he was his package was ready. And then the major got him. And it was like the first time that they like really seen this new idea of not having to like put a year into developing an artist, I believe.
Of people of artists that were out there, so you kind of were limited to who you got to listen to. And he was probably one of the first people that kind of just took advantage of social media. Like he had the YouTube channel and he was vlogging all the time. He was doing live streams on whatever live stream platform back in the day.
Kite, you remember that? KYTE?
well the thing about like the time that he was doing this too was there was no like playbook for how to do it on the internet.
There still isn't, bro. There still isn't a playbook, bro. It's whatever works.
And he was just like spraying and praying in terms of like tactics, you know what I mean? And like when he says all this stuff, like, oh,
Like I'm gonna say that nowadays that there is like a certain formula and stuff per se, but there's no actual playbook for you. Like, you got to figure out your own shit. Everybody's different.
I started this. I started that.
To a degree, he
To a
did. I mean, the
degree,
thing
like,
is,
yeah, he
people will
did.
look down upon a lot of his claims because of maybe the
They sound dumb.
depth of
He
his
doesn't
music.
come off right when he says it either.
Right.
He's just like, I invented FaceTime. You know what I mean?
But it
Kiss me
kind of
through the
looks.
But you know what, bro? The thing is that FaceTime wasn't going on.
phone.
in a
And
comedic
kind of.
element.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like.
guess.
But the thing is, he comes across, it almost is like, okay, man, whatever. Like, because people will base it off of those songs and they'll attach the way that they perceive him to the fact that he was really popular almost 15 years ago. And that might be as far as their attention went when it comes to following whatever he was doing. But now we got like a new handheld streaming app game
Yeah, bro. Shout out to the fucking brand new SOULJA game console.
thing that just came out, which is why I kind of started looking at
It looks like a Game Boy.
all this anyway, because, you know, it's like he disappears and he reappears and he
But he was in jail also.
starts talking a bunch of shit and trying to remind everybody what he has accomplished and how he was innovative in a certain way, and like, oh, all these artists are on TikTok doing dances now. Well, think about my first single that came out that was really popular. What was that? It was a dance craze.
Yeah, but a lot of things nowadays, bro, is everybody's just like all about like wanting to say that they did something the first, of course. Like, I guess that's the argument here. And like bragging and boasting. I don't know, some people, they just need to brag and boast. And I don't know, I feel like SOULJA Boy, shout out to you, SOULJA Boy. I can't wait to meet you, bro. But I just feel like a little bit of, there's some parts of you that are still young because you got it so early. I don't know if that makes any sense. But like the bragging and boasting, like you grow out of that at a certain time. Like, I don't know.
Everybody was doing the dance. I started that. You know, he was the first rapper to receive the most digital downloads in the U.S. Back in 2007, he had over 3 million units moved digitally for Crank That, which was pretty impressive for 2007, back when people were still buying CDs and shit. So, but now we got this new handheld game out here now, and it says TRDR Pocket 4G. It's called, and it says 4G, and I don't necessarily.
Yeah, let's pull it up, bro. What is SOULJA Boy game? SOULJA Boy game, bro. Yeah, I got a good
So maybe Jason, you'll have a more your.
I got a good rant today about it. He was talking about it today on my page. If you guys go look on, it's probably the video right before this, man.
You're a techie guy, you might understand this better than me. You could tell me if this is a quality device here. It basically looks like a Game Boy. It says the new TRDR Pocket 4G with 32 gigabytes. Is that a lot of gigabytes for a small thing? I'm trying to think.
Gigabytes of what? Is it storage or is it memory?
Break down the gigs.
What type of gigabytes is it?
It has a dazzling 3.5. I think basically
You couldn't run any like really crazy games on that.
Yeah. Well, they have Netflix on it, and it has like social media apps. It has Spotify and Apple Music on it. But it says it's a gaming console too, but I guess it's like a gaming. It has games on it, whatever. I don't know if it's connected to an app store. I think it's powered by Android.
Well, I think some gaming platforms that are coming out now are like doing a streaming thing where you don't actually install the games on your device, where you just use the device as
You're
you
streaming
connect
the
it to
game?
like an on. Yeah, it's like the game's being
Okay.
played on a
It's like
server
played from-
somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah, and you're just connecting
Okay.
to it.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that actually makes a lot more
So the
sense
4G
than-
would be like a 4G network connection
okay. Well,
to it.
that could that could work if that's how they're doing it.
It's
Yeah,
it's
also it says that I just noticed on the last page it said that like you would just put a SIM card in this thing, and it was like $8.50 a month for your 4G connection, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, so
in
basically
terms of, like,
Yeah, but down in the States, bro, the fucking
50 a month.
the cell phone bill plans are so cheap, bro.
You can just play
you
whatever
could take
game.
it anywhere.
Like,
You still have
yeah,
internet,
and-
right?
and-
Yeah, like anywhere you can get cell signal.
and stream
Okay.
Netflix,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. Like that's actually
So it's a pretty interesting product. But what makes it different from a phone?
If you hate phones like me, this would be perfect
Because it's a gaming console, bro. You get fucking Halo and Fortnite on it.
because it's all the things that
That
you
you
have
would-
on your
yeah.
phone, but nobody
Well,
can contact.
I guess
that
it
might
takes
have
away
like a
the
better video
communication.
card than a phone, and like it might be able to do certain things
The
better than a
screen's
phone
big.
because like phones are made still to essentially like be they're computers, right?
Yeah.
But they're not like performance computers, where this might be made to perform.
Well, it says possibilities, performance, power. So I don't think it's necessarily Soulja Boy's product. I don't know what about, aside from the design and maybe the marketing aspect that they get from partnering with Soulja.
He only, I found out today that he only ordered there's only 7,000 units. So the first pack there's only actually 7,000 of these. So go get one if you want one.
Soulja Boy. That makes it his product or his handheld gaming device. I don't want to discredit him by any means, but from what I'm seeing here, I'm on the website for the TRDR Pocket here, and basically they have different colors and different versions and everything, and there's like a Soulja Boy edition. So I don't know what role he played in making that version any different technically from the other ones, aside from maybe like the color and the logo and everything and the branding that comes with it. But
It's a 16-hour battery.
he's
too.
a businessman,
He's
like a lot of rappers.
Bro, he's got a fucking toy. Go watch that thing. On Instagram Live today. He fucking kills it, bro. He goes, I got a toy, bro. Dropping 420. You got a console, bro. Shit, bro. He's had it all, bro. Like,
I mean, they get it. I mean, the thing is, an element that is really deeply immersed in hip hop is not just the creative aspect of it, but it's the, the hustle of getting your name out there and getting that.
oh yeah, he got weed, Soulja Exotic. You got a toy, the Soulja fucking toy, bro. It's like it looks like the classic Soulja Boy with the shades on, like 16-year-old Soulja Boy. And then he's got the Soulja game. And obviously, you got a bunch of merch.
Getting that money, the entrepreneurial spirit, and Soulja Boy is somebody who definitely.
He's got the soap. He's got the soap, the laundry soap.
Has been heavily involved in that. He had that console a few years ago too, which I'm pretty sure got a bunch of complaints because
But that was the fail, bro. That thing got taken off the shelf, and this is the rebirth of it.
people ordered it and they never actually received it.
Oh.
So I don't know.
But I feel like you said, like
Deals
this is
with that.
probably more of a putting his name on something. Type of deal
Probably worked 3 years on this.
where they're going to sell based on his brand. But
I don't know how powerful
No,
the
bro,
Soulja Boy.
This is his, bro. He bought 7,000 units of it. I'm pretty sure.
Audience. I mean, I look
I
at the
don't know,
comments and
but-
stuff. I feel like he has a strong worldwide following because sometimes you'll
Yeah.
see people comment like come to Brazil commenters.
oh
and
yeah,
just
he
shit like
definitely
that.
goes all over the place touring. You know what I mean? Just because
in.
something isn't immediately popular here right now doesn't mean it isn't somewhere else. You know what I mean?
But he signed with Virgin Records this week because, and I guess he must have been independent for a long period of
make it
time
clap,
because obviously when he had his bigger singles like the Kiss Me
make
Through
it
the
clap,
Phone, Crank
clap,
Down, whatever,
clap,
the
clap.
beginning of his career that really propelled him to the front of the mainstream, he was with a major label. But I guess somewhere along the way he became independent again because he was tweeting earlier this week and he was like, I got this deal on the table. I don't know if I should take it. He was like, I got this song, the new one that he has, the Make It Clap, that I put in the group before. So
That's what he does, bro. He did it with. It's like they sign these record deals now that they're not albums. Like they'll sign a record deal for a single, and he did it with. What was his last single, bro? Whatever it was, bro. He had a single deal, and yeah. So I wonder if he did that's probably what he did.
It's only like a minute and a half long song, but it has. I checked on TikTok earlier. There's about a 1.5 million videos that were made to that song.
Jesus
so it's like
Christ.
he claims it's the #1 song on the TikTok charts, like the most commonly
Let's
used
check right now,
sound
bro.
right
Think
now.
about
I
it,
couldn't find those charts.
1.5 million videos.
That's 1.5 million
Think
people
about the
that
top
chose to do a dance to that.
1% of those videos that were made probably have millions of views in and of themselves. So if you think about the streams there, it's like
But the song only has
hundreds of
like 2 million
millions.
streams on Spotify.
yeah, but that's just on what I'm saying is on TikTok.
Yeah.
If the top like 1% of those 1.5 million videos have like millions of views, which a lot of people on there get a fuck ton of views because they're 10-second long videos, so they go over and over and over again. I don't know how the streaming money works, but you're talking about potentially right now like hundreds of millions of streams.
I think if you get to that many streams on TikTok, even though it's not a stream of the entire song,
Well, they probably have some sort of like they're not paying like.
I've never
full-
got any
I don't
royalties
know.
from TikTok, but I've never had a song that has gotten that many streams on TikTok in the first place. But I'm sure there's some kind of method set up because when I distribute my music onto Spotify and Apple Music and everything, it goes onto TikTok as well. And the distributor that I use, I get to choose which 15, 30-second clip that I want uploaded to TikTok at which point in the song. So I don't know how that works, but I would imagine he's getting paid. Regardless, the song gets ridiculous attention. I'm sure he got a nice advance from
and
the label that he
it's only,
signed
what,
with.
like 5 days old.
But at the end of the day, an advance from a label is just a loan to be able to go produce something that's gonna, make them get their money back from their investment plus more, and then get him paid. But he, he has his different revenue streams anyway. So, what I was gonna say is, do you think that by him having success with this song, because I can't remember the last time SOULJA Boy had a song that I guess was receiving this much attention on a more mainstream level. Do you think that this song, following the success of this, do you think that there could be like a SOULJA Boy comeback musically?
He
Yeah,
probably
he had the biggest comeback of fucking all time, bro.
Jason's doing the fist bump. You're making a lot of faces back there. Is something going on that I'm not seeing? I know my dad walked up the stairs, but shout out to Derek.
I was commenting on your dad's shirt to him. He had
silently.
Yeah, he had a Cosmo Kramer.
I like your
Seinfeld.
shirt too. I
Thank
just
you,
realized what that is.
Duffman.
I'm not sure the source of this shirt. I love the
shirt's
colors
fire,
of this
bro.
shirt. I tried to Google this, and
That looks like
it came up with
Ethan
nothing.
Klein's brand, H3. It looks like his
It's called like Cheobi. I think
Teddy
it's like
Fresh.
Spanish, but I Googled it and I have no fucking idea. I can't find it, but this is one of the best shirts I've ever found.
That's a
at
fire
Value
shirt. I haven't
Village.
seen you wear that shirt. I don't think.
Yes, you have.
I
I tried
have?
to get. Remember, you did the Savoy show. I tried to get you to wear this shirt for the Savoy show.
Oh, well, that would have been tight. I had to pay my
You had
dues
like
to
a
Mac Miller.
You had
I
like
the
a
Mac
you
Miller
had like a
shirt.
rock star vibe going. Anyway, this
That
wouldn't
was
work with
the
that.
most-
This is kind of
R.I.P. to Mac, bro.
like nerdy, but
Yeah.
very colorful.
I mean, I would do a relatively big, significant
Look at
show
these
wearing
buttons.
that polo shirt.
Look at the button.
Man, those buttons are crazy. I wish once we level up a little bit, we got a few more cameras. We got somebody
We'll
can
have the
just
button
zoom in
cam.
on the buttons. We'll have a
Just for the
camera
buttons.
designated specifically
bro.
to zoom in on buttons at any time.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Shout out to the Mitchells. I appreciate you guys so much, man. I wish you guys nothing but success on this podcast. Shout out to SOULJA Boy. Yeah, man. Lil Scotty. Important Live. See y'all in the next video. Peace.
Work is flawless.